Hi everyone and welcome back. They have released finally the talismans and they are good. Okay, like let's be honest, they are very good and it's going to be more on the difficulty on choosing which one. Let me go here. Which one we are going to level up or which one are worthy to level up. Okay, first of all, which ones are free? So are the one on the right? All the ones on the right are free. Octavia is going to be given by 60,000 of emeralds, whereas Kayla, you need to do 10,000 VIP points. And remember, the bundles for talisman usually are very bad. Okay, and then I believe it was Luther is the one who you get with 5,000 of energy, and the other three practically are for free. So I'm going to be going first with the one on the right, Luther, and then the one on the left, because I think they are the most interesting, the last ones. The first one is a physical attack for Dark Star. It's very good. And remember that one of the main things of agility heroes is the talisman has the default value plus the second ability. In that case, for example, Dark Star is agility and physical attack. That agility is the best for physical heroes because the agility of a talisman in that case will be 2000 and it will give you 6000 of physical attack only for level up the talisman to 2000 independently of what is the other one, the other ability, the other skill. And this is very important because, as we know, like a magic attack skin is 10,000, whereas a physical attack skin is 7,000. So if you get, for example, 2,000 of intelligence, you only get 6,000 of magic attack, which is 60% of an skin, whereas for physical attack, you get 6,000 over 7,000. So it's almost like 80 something. So this is the reason that doing the talisman for heroes with agility is the main one, is the priority. So in this case, Darkstar got physical attack, so 1.5 skin of physical attack plus the agility one, which is this means is a little bit more than 2 skins of physical attack. So it will be around 16,000 of physical attack approx, and it's very good. Okay, that is very good for her. I don't have it, so I cannot test it. I will not test it. I know that they did a rework. I mentioned before, like all the tests we have done before the talisman, still it does damage. It lost the control ability, which I think was the most interesting of Dark Star. We have a lot of damage dealers, so I will not speak about Dark Star. I don't think it would be my priority. Then we have magic attack for Mojo. I already level up Mojo for the magic attack, so I know where is Mojo. Okay, I got lucky with the talisman or with the roll somehow. I did a couple of them, and then I got approx 15,000 of magic attack, so 1.5 skin, plus the 2,000 of intelligence is 6,000. So Mojo got almost like 2 magic attack skins. So if we go to the stats of Mojo, currently is almost 96,000. This is important for the abilities of Mojo because everything is based on magic attack for damage and for health. Now before was 40k, now it's 52k of health. Okay, so all the damage is based on magic attack. The only thing is the percentage of Mojo are relatively low. It's like 20%, 50% for healing, but 20% for the other ones. But all the skins, almost all the abilities, except the last one, is based on magic attack. So it's very important for him to get this talisman. It will do more damage. Still a little bit glass cannon is less than 300k of health, but I think it's a good talisman for him. We will do the test because the thing is what I always said: the hero is not how important it is or no how much better it is now because you do is are you going to use in battles? And the main reason I use Mojo is fighting against Kayla, Oya Tristan, or Jasmine Oya Tristan. Okay, and I will do a video about this. So I will do 2 videos indeed, one for particularly focusing on the talisman of Octavia before and after, and another for Kayla. Okay, this will be the next video. It probably will be the same video, we will put all together, but there are too many things to discuss, and I think we don't have time for everything. Okay, so Mojo, very good talisman, and the thing of leveling up Mojo for me was is a hero that I use almost every day. So it was a no-brainer for me. I use every day because everyone used Tristan Oya in defense. So I use my Mojo Albanor, Mojo Masi Albanor with Corvus Oasta and Astrid. Okay, this is the main reason I took Mojo. Okay, the next one is Ginger. She got the best talisman she could get. Remember what I mentioned before, because it's agility, you already get 6,000 more of physical attack plus armor penetration than you get 15,000. So it's going to be like 15,000 more of armor penetration and 6,000 of physical attack. Have I level up Ginger? The answer is no. My Ginger is quite strong. Okay, I think she's only missing the half of magic defense, everything else is done, and the magic defense of glyphs, because it doesn't need everything is completely done. It was a hero I was using a lot with JJJ. It was very strong with Astrid or Ginger, or sometimes both of them. The reason don't doing it, despite is very important, because we will move to from 25k of armor penetration to 40k of armor penetration plus 6,000 more of physical attack, which is an increase of 10%. It's a lot. It will make Ginger stronger. The point of Ginger is there is no space for her with the current meta. I have not used JAA for a long time. Since the release of Oya is always Dante Octavia in defense, Oya Tristan, and then something else. And then I don't have the need to use Ginger, honestly. So this is the reason I have not leveled up. Anyways, one guildmate already tested. So what I did, let me go. Hope so it doesn't rotate. So what I did, let me see if I find. So I was testing a lot of things. Where are you? Okay, here. What I test is what is the change versus yeah with Astrid and Ginger. Both of us, I believe, as Astrid also have the super skin done. Everything is done. I think it's close to max out. Glyphs 40, that's for sure. So I play with the traditional counters. I went with Astaroth, Masi, Sesa, Aiden, and Martha. I got 9-1. Okay, as you can see here, you got a 9-1, a very unlucky one here. Probably you lost Sesa, or I don't know what happens here, but you see 9-1. I believe sometimes this could happen before. Okay, then I went with Tough, traditional Tough. I have not got yet the talisman for Luther when I did this test. Okay, but as you see, very close, and also you do the talisman of Luther, the health of Luther will be much higher, so you will not have a risk of Luther dying, and you will have more probabilities to stand more and more. So you see, Tough with clever Luther perfectly still kills progress. Then I went with Nature with Iris because it was Astrid 10-0. Okay, no issues here. And then I went with the version of using Iris with Octavia, Nebula, Dante, Aurora, so Arrow, and 10-0 also. And then I went with the version of using Oya with Jasmine and Luther, and then 10-0. As you see, independently, you have the talisman or not, which is a very good talisman. It's the best Ginger could have get. I don't see absolutely any different. The 9-1 here, it was expected, sometimes happens. 10-0 tough. So as you see the results here, there is absolutely no need to do this talisman because you are not going to use it. And one of the problems of Ginger has is Ginger only have a space in the engineer team. I don't see Ginger being used outside of the engineer team. Really, you don't use Ginger with Fafnir. The spy could be good. There are better heroes to use with Fafnir. So at the end of the day, it's not a hero I will build with the current meta. Maybe in the future. Okay, so if you want to do it. I will not do it. I discarded this one. And then the next one is the strength and health of Luther. Remember, strength 2000 will be 80k of health plus half a skin of 1.5 skin of health, 150k. We are talking about 220, 230k of health. It's very important for him because he doesn't have too much health. He has 600 something. What I did, because I am not sure yet, the thing is, I was using before Luther a lot. I stopped using it because it was dying very fast with it jumps, particularly versus Octavia, which is where I think it has value. But now with maybe higher health, you can use it again. So I have leveled only to 20 here. Okay, giving a little bit of health, not too much, like 30k more is nothing, plus the strength is nothing at all. But I have moved from 630 to almost 700, only a little bit to try to increase a little bit of the health and test it. I have not seen any change, to be honest. Still dying very fast, but I don't have the one that it will go to 800 something when you max out the talisman. This is one of these talisman that I would like it to do it, but it's not priority right now. It's like similar to Cascade, so I leave it to 20 and I will see what happens in the future on how we are going to be able to get crystals in the future. Okay, and then finally the last two, and probably the ones you really care, are the one rated with Kayla and Octavia. Let's go first with Octavia here. Okay, I already did it. Not very lucky with the roll, but it's what it is. Okay, I got almost 500k of health and a little bit increase of physical attacks. Remember that because it's agility, it gives you physical attack. Also, it's not only the health, it's also a physical attack. How this affects Octavia? Honestly, Octavia doesn't care about losing health, so you can increase the health all you want of Octavia because she will gain energy with dodge, not because she received damage, but because her last ability, the Imperial Guard, honestly, I don't see any value on leveling up the health because it's very difficult to die. Octavia usually in 99.9 of the battles is the last hero to die, if you are able to kill the team. So it's not very important. The reason of people thinking about the health is because of the mirror. Like currently or before the talisman, it was 180 max. Now has moved to almost 250k max of health, and this is the amount of damage that could be reflected by the mirror. But from my understanding and for the test I have done, and I can be wrong, please comment in the comments if I am wrong. This is the damage that is reflected to the enemy. So if the enemy attacks you with 100k of damage and you dodge the damage and the mirror is in place, the mirror will reflect the enemy. Okay. Also, there is only one mirror. So if Octavia ultimates, it will put the same mirror again. It will destroy the old one. I will put the new one for 6 seconds. So there is not too much beneficial on going that crazy because there are very few heroes in the game that will give you in one attack 180k. I think about Sessa and few less. Okay, Jasmine does a lot of damage, but it's because she attacks 10 times. Artemis is arrows. Kayla is also around her. It's not like one particular hero. So at the end, moving from 180k to 250k, I don't think there is much too much improvement there. It's yes, maybe you fight against Sessa and Sessa ultimate and you dodge the Sessa attack, then you will do a lot of more damage to her back, and usually a normal Sessa is around 880k of health. So now because you are about 880 without any problems, probably you will be able to reflect a lot of damage to Sessa. Okay, but something to take into consideration. Then, related to the talisman, important I mentioned physical attack. She got 6,000 more, so this affects the amount of dodge that she gives to the first hero. It increases a little bit more dodge, which is good. Now, almost 20,000. Imagine you play with Corvus. Corvus will get almost 20,000 of dodge because Corvus is an eternity hero. Or if it's Dante, you will put 20k of dodge in front of Dante, which already has a lot of dodge. So it will be a lot of dodge. Okay, remember that this is not doesn't mean that you have 10,000 and then you move to 30,000, you are going to dodge 3 times more. It's not like this, okay? It's less in there. Okay, every time that you get more and more dodge, the percentage that you dodge, the amount is reduced slowly. So at the end, maybe you have 1% more of probability to dodge between 25,000 to 30,000, things like this, okay? So this is one thing. The other thing is the armor penetration. With this increase, you got approx I think it was 15,000, 6,000. So you will get almost 1,000 more of armor penetration when you dodge. But remember that this stacks. So if you dodge, you get one of these. You during the next 3 seconds, if you dodge again, you will get another one. Okay, so it's relatively interesting, but nothing exceptional. The reason, so in other words, I will do a video of the test because I have already prepared before and after the talisman, but I don't believe the talisman of Octavia is really needed. It's a hero that I use always in defense and in attack. It's my favorite hero currently in the game, so this is the reason I took it. It's not like a huge change, okay, whatsoever. None of the talisman I had mentioned before are a huge change. Like Mojo is still doing what it was able to do before. You see Ginger, what it was doing. I couldn't test Dark Star. I don't have it. Luther will be an improvement in Luther. So Luther, I think this will be relevant. If you use Luther, do it. But Octavia, it will be a little bit better, a little bit more dodge, a little bit more armor penetration, but nothing crazy, okay? And there is something happened with Octavia, by the way, like any skin, extra skins you will get, it will not really change too much the abilities of her based on the percentage that she get, like 10% or 15% is not too much, okay? And then finally, Kayla. This is crazy. Like, Talisman of Kayla is crazy. Like, I got a good roll, okay? Like, no bad. 7,000 is 10,000. This is 1.5 skin approx, plus the 6,000 of the 2,000 of agility, 6,000 of physical attack. So Kayla got an additional 16,000. So my current Kayla does almost 80k of physical attack. This is completely crazy. I will do a video about her. I don't like Kayla in defense because it's very easy to counter with Corvus Morrigan. But in attack, this is a lot. And I cannot imagine like my Kayla is only level 50 in the path of being level 50 of glyphs, but I have guildmates with Kayla level 70 and 75, and some of them I think already arrived to level 80. is crazy because it's very strong. Okay, it's very, very, very strong. The damage she does is crazy. Okay, like, so concern because with this plus the artifact is 20,000 more, so she start doing 100,000 around her, plus the burning of pure damage than she does. And with the glyphs to level 80, she doesn't have like mine, mine has 267, it has 350, I think, something like this. It has also a little bit of armor, so it's not only the health, it's the armor, so she stay a little bit longer doing that much damage. Okay, so in attacks, Kayla with this talisman has been crazy. Is the point of this talisman is you need to have 10,000 VIPs, and this is the reason they released this talisman, but it's a very, very, very strong talisman. Okay, like Kayla has become almost broken. The only issue with Kayla is the same that happened with Iris. In defense, easy to counter. In attack is incredible. So quite interesting. I will do a video, okay, about Kayla and Octavia probably tomorrow when I have the results. I have already what I have done already for Octavia. I have provided, like after like couple of teams after and before getting the talisman. Okay, you see here talisman 1, so I didn't level up, like talisman 50, and I will test it. I will provide the video later, but in general or short version is you can avoid all the talisman. The only one that is really going to be a change in my opinion is going to be Kayla. Okay, there is not a big change in Ginger at all. Mojo, I did the test. What Mojo was killing before now kills, so there is not too much change. A little bit more strong. Particularly, maybe there are some combos like, for example, Dante, Nebula, Mojo, Jorge, and Octavia. Could be interesting to see what happens there with this increase in magic attack. It's good. It's good, and he got this more health, more damage, so stronger man, more reliability against Oya Tristan. Okay, so you can do it. Do it. Luther, if you use Luther, yes, 100% is like 33% more health, valuable. Octavia is more physical attack, is more health, is a very good talisman. If was physical attack, would have been better, but honestly, it's not going to change anything. It's still broken. It's a hero for me. It's still broken. It's the best hero in the game currently, in my opinion. So yes, you do it because it's the best hero, but it's not really that it's going to be much better. The hero is what it is already. So it will not be almost different. I will provide the results later, and you will see what I'm talking about. And then finally, Kayla, and Kayla is a joke. Okay, like Kayla getting being an agility hero, getting also physical attack is the best talisman he can get, apart of armor penetration, of course, and is completely a joke. Okay, like it's very strong, very, very, very strong. So that's it. I will do the testing later, and I will tell you like how it goes. Have a good day.